Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding Hardman here over the middle. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Hurts looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down to about the 22 here. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, set.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake, Young. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jaguars at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay game.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Young here, you can see changing the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It'll be Young again. His throw incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Past the 20. Oh, good move. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Jalen Hurts, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McPherson on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Jaguars 3. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, stay.
On first and 10, Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll throw again. Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 28-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rolling to his right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Do this. Great.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come on, guys, pick it up.
On it in now.
Great.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the double.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No.
They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bam, Knight.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jags are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to fall.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. It's a gain of 34.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts. Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
On first down, Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Young from the shotgun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And Young's throw there incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
In motion left, Hardman.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That sack, it goes to B2A.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
So we stop for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Young. He's going to let it fly.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here is Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the